All right, so we will get started here. Let me go ahead and get this off the screen here. So all right, so we played this Windrose here. We're gonna go ahead and give this a shot. We played the demo before, but we're just gonna go ahead and create the same kind of character that we had during the demo, just to see if there's any major differences from the demo to the live early access version. So we're gonna go ahead and speed through this early start here, getting our character all set up, and jump right into the gameplay. Okay, so we got the character that we want created, and we're gonna go ahead and get started here. Let's see how this goes. All right, so getting started here. See how this goes here. Again, messing with my microphone levels here. I think it might be too low, too high, but we'll figure it out. Yeah, we'll figure it out along the way. So and make adjustments accordingly. Okay, so a very similar intro so far. This is kind of what we saw in the demo, but just giving you a little text background of the story. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and get started with the adventure. So first I want to get my settings right here. The dash and dodge is really important in this game, especially blocking. Okay, so we got the doctor here basically giving us a background on what's going on. The ship basically got raided by enemy pirates. So I am going to try to help my crew as best I can. We got the doctor, ship's doctor here, trying to care for the crew, at least who he can, and we're going to try to make our way out. So we gotta follow the tutorial, otherwise we won't be able to advance the story. So here we go. First fight. Fortunately, a lot of the fighting style is pretty predictable, so it's just a matter of understanding the pattern and then dodging out of the way or blocking where you need to. But more importantly, locking on is going to make it a lot easier when you're doing your fighting. So like I said earlier, you can't really advance the tutorial or the story unless you follow the instructions on screen. I could easily beat that guy, but I had to do all the blocking mechanics first before I can even advance the story. All right, so in true survival fashion, we end up on the beach here, so we're gonna go ahead and pick up some resources. All your typical things that you would find in a survival game: stones and sticks, which are gonna be kind of the basic building blocks of what you need to get a camp started. So I'm gonna go around, do some collection here, but at the same time keep an eye on my missions on the right side. There are a lot of horns here on the beach. I think you can actually get food out of these. I can't remember from the demo. I do remember seeing these, but for now we're going to focus on getting the sticks and stones that we need so that we can get this bonfire built, and that's pretty much going to be the heart of the base. So I'm going to try to remember where I had a nice little base set up in the demo, and then kind of set up in the same spot. You'll see a lot of these ships here that have supply cache that are very useful, so I'll make sure I be picking those up too. They also have some weapons on them too, so that's also very useful. So you'll see me stopping and doing a lot of looting, a lot of scavenging. Okay, so the main thing that I wanted to do was find a spot that's close to the cave. The cave is here in the center of the map. I just ran by it, but that's going to have a lot of good copper resources there. So I'm really still trying to look for a good opening. I think I remember where I built the base during the demo, but I got to keep an eye on my stamina too, because the boars are pretty aggressive. They will attack you when you're not paying attention. But somewhere around this mine, I'm going to go ahead and build a base. I just got to find that right spot before I put that bonfire down. So I pretty much run around this whole island here. It looks like the copper deposit is the center of the base. There's a couple of ruins here. There's a 15 men on the dead man chest quest location. Find a pirate's chest. So that's something that's worth looking at. There's a question mark out here. I think that is the thing that's glowing the water. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and build a base facing that glowing question mark. That way I can just run to the copper cave to get some resources. So I'll go ahead and get set up. Mainly wanted to just kind of run around, clear the fog of war here with the island so that I can really see where all the resources are. I found the sweet potato, which is going to be very helpful early on surviving. We've got some chili peppers here, cayenne peppers. That's going to be helpful too when we're cooking. And we got plenty of trees and stuff here. Also got a lot of boars here, so that's going to be helpful when we're crafting to get some of that leather off of them. And also they do drop some boar meat. Here is a familiar ruin. I do remember this ruin because I have the dodos over here. I think I did actually build a base over here because I have a nice little inlet here for a ship. So yeah, and it's not too far away from, let me go check out this area here. I don't remember this little peninsula sticking out in the water, but I'm gonna go check it out anyway. This might be a good spot. There's not a lot of resources here. That's the only bad thing. So but this might be a good spot. Maybe for a dock when we're actually sailing. I really can't get out to that glowing thing until I actually have a ship. I don't know if I can swim that far. I can't remember if there's sharks in this game or not. But I think we're gonna go ahead and let's see here. Yeah, I think we're gonna build somewhere close but not on the water. And I'm running out of stamina like crazy because I'm hungry. I mean, basically my character has a little hunger symbol there on the screen, so that's pretty much the reason why I really can't run very far without getting tired. So we got some treasure here. Let's take a look at this. See what we got in here. Twist of Fancy, a legendary map, I guess, and something for alchemy, which we can't do yet, but eventually we'll be able to unlock a alchemy bench, but that's a little bit later in the game. I'm thinking this is probably gonna be the best I can get. I really was trying to get to the area that I was at when I was doing the demo, but I can't seem to find it. So this may have to do. Pretty much uncover most of what I needed. I really wonder if I can swim out there. Can I swim out there? Seems kind of far. I don't think I'm gonna chance it. Oh, I'm drowning. Okay, so I'm not gonna even try that because I start taking damage when I was drowning, and his stamina is pretty bad right now until I actually start cooking some food. So we're gonna go ahead and come back here on the island get the base, the bonfire, get a spot for the bonfire, and start going from there. So sometimes you run into these beach zombies. You don't really have to fight them right away. I usually just kind of ignore them. Same thing with the giant crabs. The more shields they have, the tougher they are. And when you first starting off, it's not really worth it because most of the time they end up killing you. So since I'm in the middle of actually trying to find a good spot to build, I'm not really gonna mess with those guys right now. They seem to come out at night too, so I notice during the daytime you really won't see them too much, but you do have to pay attention to them and the giant crabs. Okay, so I'm just curious. I don't have a pickaxe right now, but I do want to see how the entrance of how the cave is looking, if it's the same as it was in the demo. So far it looks like pretty much the same. Let me see, I think I got a lantern here. Yeah, there we go. So basically, once you have a pickaxe, you can bust through these and get some copper ore so that you can take it back to your base, smelt it, and get some better copper weapons and tools. So for now, we're going to come back to this when we actually have a stone pickaxe, but this is a good spot once you get your base set up to get some needed resources to upgrade your stuff. I think I'll go ahead and build over here by this shield, this logo here. I just want to get close enough to the water so I can actually get out onto a ship once I actually build a dock. That moonshot looks really good. Okay, so this is probably gonna be the best I can get. Again, this is the starter island. You'll end up finding much bigger islands as you go about. I can't remember if you can build crafting stations on the ship or not, but you do want to have kind of a nice little starting point by the water, building a bridge or dock out so that you can get in and out of sea. And there's plenty of boars over here too, so we'll be able to get a lot of good resources. And the mine's not too far away from where we are. So okay, so that's a perfect example of how aggressive the boars can be. I'm not too worried about it though, because I really didn't have anything. I think you dropped some loot, but not too much to be concerned about. I'm trying to remember if they mark your death. Yeah, they do mark your death location on the map. So that is not something that really, the death penalty on here is not too bad, especially starting off. But as you play and you get better gear, you're not going to die as much. So we'll head over to my body, recover my loot, and then we'll go ahead and get building on that bonfire. Now that I pretty much uncovered all of the, I would say majority of the map has been uncovered. There's some areas up here to the left that probably have to still go and discover what's over there, but I'll go ahead and get my body and then make my way over there to that undiscovered area. Okay, so I went ahead and put a marker on the map. We're gonna go ahead and set up a base right here. It's got a nice little cove area here. When I need to discover the hidden thing, I can sell out in the bay here and make my way over to the blue marker in the water. So and the mines right here, so it's not too bad. So we'll go ahead and set up right here on this little cove. So something I noticed over here on this marker, there was an area, I don't see it now, but there was like an underground hideout. You can actually see like the broken boards or leaf covers, and you can crush that and go inside, and there was some loot, but I don't see that here on the early access version, so maybe that was just something that was in the demo. So I want to get this placed in such a way that I'm covering the area where the dock is going to go. There's a couple crabs here, a couple zombie pirates here, but maybe over here is a little bit better. Yeah, let me go ahead and put a base right here. This way I can build the dock right there into that cove. Boom. And I can go ahead and build my base maybe back here. I have plenty of access to resources. And from here, this is where I can start building my base. So, building cooking fire. Press B to enter building mode. So let's go ahead and do that. And press right click to select a structure. So we'll go ahead and get the cooking fire down. Not enough resources right now, so we'll have to go out and get some more wood. Yeah, pretty much need wood for everything. We got some storage here. We got floors and walls. Everything needs wood. So I don't have an axe right now, so that's what I'll be working on. It's just going around picking up some wood right now. And again, I'm gonna ignore the crabs and the bad guys as much as I can, unless I absolutely have to fight them. But right now, my focus is just getting resources. I'm not really too concerned about the crabs. They're not very fast, so as long as you kind of sprint on and off, you can pretty much run away from them. They don't give you much if you fight them. I think you get some crab meat, but it's honestly just not worth it in the early stages. It's easier to just kind of run around, pick up resources off the ground. Even the clams that you find on the ground and coconuts, you can cook those up. That's a good source of food. The only thing you have to worry about is that running out of stamina, that will kill you, because they can get some free shots on you, honestly. So I'm gonna try to stay away from those guys for now. When the little marker goes away, that means they stop chasing you. Then I'll turn around. I'll just probably eat some coconuts or something like that to get my health back. There we go. So they're done chasing me, and I'm picking up some more wood here. I think I have enough. The boars, you just got to worry about the actual boars. The sows are pretty much not going to attack you unless you attack them. There we go. So I ate some of that. Let me see if I can use these. There we go. All right. So I used a couple things. I really didn't get my health back, but as you can see, just by eating that stuff, you got a longer stamina bar, so that helps too. We're gonna go back here. We still got to deal with these crabs. The dodos, the coastal dodos, they're harmless. They don't attack you unless you attack them, but the blue ones do attack you. They're pretty easy to kill, but they're just annoying. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and see what we can cook up. I need some bird meat, some cayenne pepper. I got sweet potato. I got some dodo broth here. Okay, so I got quite a few things that I actually can cook. Just got to go out and do some killing. In the meantime, I also want to go ahead and get a workbench built, because that's gonna allow me to build some tools that I need, like for chopping trees and stuff. We got a tent here, but I don't have enough plant fiber, so we'll come back to that. And we can actually make some coarse fabric here with the plant fiber that we do have. That'll help us with making some better clothing than what we have. Stone axe, very important. Stone pickaxe, very important, so we'll take those. All right, so let's get our hot bar all set up. We're gonna go ahead and put this axe here, there, and then the rest of the stuff I think can stay on there. So let's go get some resources. All right, so now I have my revival point set. So if I do die, I'll end up coming right back to this tent, this home marker. What else did I unlock here? I got a signifier unlocked. I don't have any animal fat. I do have a standing torch, and looks like I have a disassembly table, but I don't have the necessary resources. So looking at the different categories, I can make a simple bed. So let's go ahead and put that down here. Again, all this stuff I'm temporarily putting down, but I can break it down anytime I want. So we got some storage options here, so we'll go ahead and put that down. What else we got here? Storage chests, barrels, so plenty of storage options here. This is where it really gets fun. We can actually start doing some regular old building. The squares are different size. You got 40 small squares will make one larger one, so I always like to go with the really big ones, but first obviously I need to get some foundations down just to get the base set up. Now you can adjust the height on this. I do remember you can rotate, you can hold Z and you can move it up and down. So let's see, I think, and this is snapping, so I guess it's recognizing that I have some stuff down here. What I want to do is maybe start back here. Yeah, let's start back here and we'll just build a very simple let's see here, see if I can get the elevation right. But I'd like to do just a simple 5x5 base for now, just to get things going. So do this. There we go. So we got a nice 5 across here. Now I might have to go forward. The stuff that I got on the ground, I may have to go ahead and, I don't know if you can pick that up, but it's kind of weird that you can build on top of this stuff. I'm not sure if that's supposed to happen, if they're gonna adjust that, but let's see. Go ahead and put a 5x5 out here. All right, so that at least kind of gives me an idea how big the base will be. And then obviously I will have a dock going out to the ship. Let's see here, we got 3 here. We're gonna go ahead and just have the 5 here, so that gives me an idea. Yep, all that other stuff there, I'm gonna go ahead and pick that up, put it on top of here. But first I need to do some hunting, so I'm gonna go ahead and get some crab meat and some boar meat. Got a 2 shield crab there, so let's see if we could take this guy out. Yep, not very fast. You just gotta make sure you don't run out of stamina. There we go, we got a pearl and some crab meat. Perfect. So we'll go ahead and take this guy out the same way. Key is to lock in, make it easier on you. Stab and dodge. It seems to work really well. There we go. Undead essence and crab meat. I think the undead essence was for some alchemy recipes. So you'll see that. You always see those ships in the distance, though. Those are Blackbeard pirate ships. They will attack you if you're out on the ocean. So the bad guys for the game. I got some crab meat here, so I actually need to get some dodo and some bear meat so I can start cooking some. There's a nice sow here. Let's see if we can take this one out. There we go. They're gonna try to gore you. Oh, so I didn't have any energy really because I haven't been able to eat because I don't have any food. But the good thing is that my respawn point is right next to where I died. So I'm going to go ahead and pick up my body and take that boar out. There we go. So you really can't do too much early on just because you don't have a lot of stamina. 2 dodges in a row is going to make you go red pretty quick, and at that point you're sitting duck for the boars to kill you. So my recommendation early on, 1 attack, 1 dodge, wait. You might get lucky and be able to do 2 dodges, but if it's a double attack, they're gonna get you on that second attack. So we're gonna go ahead and look for some more creatures to kill. We got a couple dodos over there, and get some trees along, some wood along the way, but got some regular dodos. So the regular dodos give you some meat, but the blue dodos give you a lot more. We'll go ahead and kill some regular dodos. They only attack you when you attack them. Okay, so we got some bird meat, and they do sometimes they drop those eggs, so you can actually eat those dodo eggs as well. So let's see if we can find the blue dodos that are a little bit more aggressive, and I think they give you a little bit more resources. There we go, there's one. Okay, so the brown ones will only come out to help the blue ones, but otherwise they're pretty passive, you know. But we can take these guys out pretty quick. Okay, there we go. All right, so we got some bird meat here. I don't have any space. We got feathers that drops from the blue ones, and we got plant fiber. I don't have any space for anything else, so I'm gonna go ahead and let's drop these cayenne pepper seeds, because I am not doing any farming right now. We'll get the feathers because that will be helpful, and I think we will drop the sweet potato seeds too, because again, I'm not doing any farming right now. It doesn't make sense to have that. I do want to pick up the bird eggs, because the dodo eggs, because you can cook those. So I just gotta see if I can find them. They kind of blended in when they fell down, but at least having one will put a placeholder in my inventory for more dodo eggs. I guess I can't. I can't find it. So anyways, next time I kill another dodo, I'll go ahead and pick up the dodo egg. I see one there, so I'll go ahead and take this one out. I can actually shoot them too. Boom. There we go. Got the dodo egg, and we got the meat. So that should be enough to do some cooking. Oh, there's that dodo egg. And now that will fill up our energy bar, our HP. We got some clay here too, so with a pickaxe I can get some of that, but I don't think I have any space in my inventory. Let me take a look here. Yeah, so I'm gonna get rid of this Triton horn because there's a lot of them on the beach, and I'm gonna pick up the clay because that's gonna be more useful to me. Then I'm gonna head back to base. Okay, so our inventory is full, but we got plenty of clay. I think we are doing good on plant fiber and wood as well, so we can really expand our base. I'm going to try to duplicate some of these. Let me see if I can destroy. I think there's an option. Toggle destroy point. Press the circle here. I'm gonna take that out. I'm gonna take that out. Take that out. I'm going to take the campfire out and the bench. All right, so I got all my resources back. The bonfire, I don't think I can put that on here, but if I can, I will. I'm gonna go ahead and finish building out this base, and then we'll come back and we'll keep going from here. All right, sorry for that long break, but we're back. We're gonna go ahead and build up our base here and then take it from there. So the shipwrecks are a really good source for nails. That is something that I had a hard time figuring out when I played the demo, because so many things needs nails. So if you need nails, head to the beach, get out your axe, and start chopping up some broken ships. So you really can't get too cute with the animals here until actually get better gear. You might as well pretty much be walking around with no clothes on, because you're with your low health until at least I get my cooking stove back up again, and the very limited armor. You're gonna die a lot in the early stages, at least until you get your crafting up and get your gear improved. So It's no surprise that the boars and the blue dodos are killing me, but it is not something that's going to happen too often once you get your gear updated. Okay, so night is falling. I need to get some more stone so that I can finish building the base here. And I don't know if sleeping actually speeds up time. I can't remember, but I think it is a matter of just getting your roof up. Once you get your roof up, and you should be able to get the beds covered up and protected. And I think that will allow you to do the sleep mechanic in the game. But again, I don't know if that speeds up time because it's been a while since I played the demo. I just can't remember the sleeping mechanic in the game. But we're gonna go ahead and get this stone house up in operation. I keep running out of stones, so I think a good place to go is going to be the cave, which is not too far away from here. But first, I want to make sure that I have enough inventory spaces. Yep, that should be a good amount. And I'm gonna go ahead and just go mining like crazy. I think I can get some copper, but I think you need a certain, like a furnace or something, to smelt the copper into copper bars so that you can pretty much level up your different workbenches and craft new tools and new weapons and stuff like that. So let's go in this cave, see what we can get. We should be able to get plenty of stone and plenty of copper. So anywhere you see the word waste rock, that's pretty much going to give you regular stone. But obviously if it says copper, I can't remember. Yeah, that's going to give you a mix of stone and copper.
I tried to mix medicinal herbs with pineapple juice. Ruined the juice.
Okay, so Dr. Galen, from the beginning of the game, who was on a ship treating patients, made it to our camp. And this is no different than on the demo. So he's going to go ahead and set up shop. I think he teaches you how to make some medicine. I'm not sure, but he will just kind of hang out at the base. I think he also tells you about the other crew who are prisoners, and you need enough crewmates to build another ship and sail to other islands. Okay, so I think at this point we're gonna go ahead and stop here. This is a very resource heavy game. You have to constantly go out and get more wood, get more stones, get more fiber. So as you can see here, I actually got a nice little base set up here. At least got walls around me. I just got to work on finishing up the roof. Let me see if here. Okay, at least now my beds can be set as revival points because we have a little bit of roof cover here from the elements. But I still have to keep going with building those roofs up. I'll probably take it another level up with the slants. Again, I have to go out and farm a lot of fiber. It seems like you can never get enough of this stuff, and even when you have a whole bunch of it, it goes so fast just from building the roof alone. And as you can see, even the corner angle places is you have to do like a lot of little small fill-in spots as well. So I was hoping that maybe they would add like some bigger 45-degree walls, or maybe even some bigger walls in general, but they haven't done that yet. It's something that wasn't in the demo, so I guess it's probably going to come a little bit later as they add more construction options. But for now, I guess we're just going to have to work with what we have and do a whole lot of gathering. Let me go ahead and put some stairs here, but let's see here. Let's put some stone stairs here. Perfect. All right, so we got the basics of a base here. Only thing left to do is go out and get more resources. I think I'm gonna extend the dock from here out to the ocean. I'll be able to park a couple ship, but my main ship there once I finish the rescue the crew mission that the good doctor gave us. But until we do that, we won't really be able to unlock the pirate ships. Let me see if I can. Yep. So I'll be taking it up 2 levels. That should be good. That should be good. So, and then from there I can do another wall there, and then I just have to fill in kind of like, let's see here, walls. There we go. So I just got to fill in that little square there with some thatch or whatever. But I just need to continue this construction. So yeah, so far I don't see too many major differences from the demo, but the next time you see me play this, it will be a pre-recorded edited version. I will have a full base up and built and operational, and then I'll be focusing on doing the quest to rescue the rest of the crew, and then that should open up the game a lot more. We'll be able to sail to some other islands, and we'll be able to continue to unlock some more gear, weapons, and recipes, crafting recipes on the workbench. So for now, we're gonna go ahead and end the stream here. We'll be doing more streams on a weekly basis around the same time, and yeah, we'll see how this series goes. If you really like this game, quite a few people are playing it right now, especially after the demo and everything came out. So this is going to be a game that's probably going to be pretty much out there in the YouTube world as far as a lot of people playing it. So again, we'll see you in the next stream. Thanks for watching. And like I said, we'll see you next time.